TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
You're live with your talk show divas. Sit back and relax and enjoy. Exciting, informative, and sexy. So get ready for your talk show divas.
Hey, Facebook, welcome to Talk Show Divas. We are streaming live here in Douglasville from TV 1061. Welcome for those of you who have not tuned in to our first segment, welcome. And to those of you who did, welcome back. We're glad to have you. Thank you so much. I am Diva K. Renee. And to my right, I have Miss Diva Brandy.
That's me.
Be nasty.
That's me.
To my left, right here, I have Miss Diva D. Alexis.
Hi, I'm back.
And to my far left, I have Miss Diva Dana. Welcome back. Today, boy, we were trying to figure out what we were going to talk about. They were trying to take my topic. I'm like, hold on, we can talk about it just a little bit. But then we started talking about chicken.
And that just throws everything off.
Yeah. Okay, tell me about the chicken.
It was National Fried Chicken Day.
Did y'all get your fried chicken?
I didn't get me no fried chicken.
I had mine Saturday.
It was Friday.
Oh, well,
what's national today? What's today?
I don't know. We have a day for everything.
That's what I'm supposed to say. They really have a National Fried Chicken Day. Are you serious?
I heard it on the radio. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
really?
really?
Get you something.
You know what? I mean, I haven't had fried chicken in so long. I don't even know like a person who can fry chicken.
Are you
really
against
good.
the fried chicken?
No. I just don't know anyone who cooks it really good. I'm trying to think of the last person who makes it really good.
You eat hot wings?
Yeah, I eat hot wings, but you know, the lemon pepper, that's not the same. Like if somebody who actually does the batter and the nice fluffy fried chicken.
Yes. I love fried chicken.
Who makes fried chicken out there, y'all? Because
Publix.
You know who used to make the best fried chicken? My Aunt Sharon, R.I.P. But that's like really who I can remember who really made good homemade fried chicken. I really can't remember anybody. Do you got
I got
with some greens? Yeah.
Oh, you can
I'm gonna gain my weight, y'all. I'm gonna gain my weight.
I'm a cooker. Are you? Do you cook oxtails? That's all.
I don't eat oxtails, so I don't cook them.
Well, I'm not coming to your house.
I'm sorry, but I will. I'm a cooker. I'm sorry.
All right.
Go through
We're going to switch up just a little bit. I hope y'all had y'all fried chicken. I had mine yesterday. Thank you so much, but I won't be having any fried chicken anytime soon.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Baked chicken, broiled chicken, that's it. I'm trying to lose some of this weight while she's trying to gain.
Right. So she need the fried and she doing baked.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Thank you. So anyway, today, before I start, I just want to shout out my little brother. But before I do that, we'll be right back. We got to pay some bills.
That's right.
TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
You're live with your talk show divas. Sit back and relax and enjoy. Exciting, informative, and sexy. So get ready for your talk show divas.
Our girl who is not here today, Miss Diva Kelly, sending out all of our love to you. We're missing you.
Yes.
Hurry up and come back.
Yes.
Hope to see you soon and hoping that all is well with you today. All right. Got to shout out my little brother. Yes, today he is in Bayonne, New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Shout out
Reggie Russo.
Right.
Hey, Reggie. Mr. Reggie. We were talking the other night. I was telling him about this topic with this rapper who was 20 years old. Of course, he was a millennial. I'm a Generation Xer. Not sure.
I'm a Generation Xer.
I'm not. Don't tell.
I'm an Xer.
But
90s.
you know, we have this whole thing going on with our millennials that is so. It's just disturbing. I think life was so different growing up in the 90s or the 80s and the 90s.
Right.
Mostly the 90s.
2000 for me.
Oh, okay. So you're a generation of bullshit.
Look, whatever. But we'll let you say what you can get away with.
Yes,
okay?
yeah. You are.
But I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the rapper, the slain rapper, XXX Tentacion, who was from Florida and was also killed in Florida on June 18th. I just want to say first my condolences to his family, friends, and fans, because from what I understand, because I had no idea who this person was, from what I understand, he had a lot of was building a pretty big fan base. He was on the charts.
Never heard of him before.
Well, this is how I heard of him. You know, his death,
right?
Poor thing, sadly, was what got me into researching him in Florida. He was 20, and I saw it on the news that he was like killed in his car, and that people had their cell phones and they were just looking, and he was robbed. Heard they took like a Louis bag, you know, a Vuitton, you know, and I don't know. Of course, he was a rapper who had money and that kind of thing. He was on the rise to stardom. I believe he already had pretty big.
He had some hits.
A nice.
My son, it was his girlfriend's favorite rapper, and I'm like, "Are you just saying?" He's like, "No, that was her favorite rapper." I'm like, "I've never heard." Like, he's had multiple hits on the charts.
Right,
crazy.
So he's this little skinny, scrawny guy, and I had no idea who he was. He got shot, and they showed the video. It was all over
The shooting?
Some of the sites where people just had their phones. They were looking. Nobody tried to do anything. Nobody tried to save him. From what I read, he was kind of like, you know, when he went out the gate, he was going to a motorbike shop to purchase a motorbike.
Okay.
I don't know what happened, but when he was leaving, apparently one person was with him. I don't know where that one person was when he got shot. But when he was leaving, the one car was behind him and the other car was in front of him, so they blocked him in. And I don't know what ensued between them trying to get whatever they wanted from him and then them shooting him. But they showed him in the car deceased. And somebody trying to take his pulse or whatever. And, you know, like after that, I didn't really research it, but I saw like a nurse put on Instagram, you know, this child probably could have been saved. I'm calling him a child, but young man. This young man probably could have been saved. Minutes means so much. Seconds mean so much in saving a life. And people were just standing around like... And I guess one of the things that I really want to talk about, aside from me researching what has happened in his poor little life, I'm a mother of a 21-year-old. I don't understand the music today. I don't want to understand it. But some of the stuff that I've heard him say, some of the lyrics that I've heard, I'm like, what possesses people to listen? What possesses the millennials to listen to this? I don't understand it. Can somebody help me? I don't understand it. And he lived where he grew up, basically. So as a rapper, now you've kind of plateaued. You're in a different, let's say if you're talking about money now, you're in a different tax bracket.
Yes, sir.
Can you go back to your hood after you have risen to a certain, you know, level in your career? Whether it be singer, rapper, but more so rapper.
You can go back
do you guys
with
think?
your protection, with your bodyguards,
Right?
unfortunately.
That was one of the things that my husband said. Why was no one with him? Why didn't he have bodyguards? And I think sometimes you get comfortable because this is where you grew up.
Right.
This is where he was raised.
Right.
So did they find out who murdered him?
I think they had,
Right, they
like,
said
a
they were
person-
saying
I
something like
think
they were
got
bragging
somebody.
on social media. They said something about his murderer or something were bragging on social media. I was trying to look it up because it was real crazy.
You should hear some of his lyrics. They are like, he has some
Like
video.
what? Like
he
what
has
was he
some
saying?
video where he's the name of the song I think is Sad, and he has a video where he kind of like made his own. He's in the casket and he's looking at himself over the casket, or he's hanging in a tree. Like,
But
it
you know
was
what?
really
That's
dark.
not necessary. Yeah, but it's a lot of people do music like that. Not necessarily have to be a rapper. You know, you got rock people that do.
Well, he mixed. That's
Yeah,
one of the things. His
Rick Ross.
music was a mixture of genres. More so to me, I call it the rave music, but more so heavy metal. And I'm like, what in the hell is this? But he had followers, and he had, and he has a baby on the way.
Oh my goodness.
And he allegedly, but I'm saying allegedly, but from the story that I read, the girl that he was with, he was abusing the mess out of her. And so she ran and all this stuff, and there was so many he had a lot of legal stuff behind him because of the abuse that he did to her. And she ended up pregnant. But he was abusing the mess out of her.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I
all the
heard he
time, every
abused her
day.
blind.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Their generation.
She
is
needed to
so
have
different.
surgery. And she set up, what I read was she set up a, what is it, the GoFundMe, and somebody shut it down. Like, this is the power that, I don't know, rappers, singers have. What do we do? What do you think?
Okay, so my first thing is this young man lost his life and they don't even know why. It wasn't. It don't sound like it was just a robbery type thing.
They said it was a robbery gone bad, but I don't know.
I mean, because
And
you
they
know
obviously don't know
who he is now at this point when he rolled through the hood.
Right.
So it had to have been some other motive. Well, I don't know. I'm just assuming. Because once you've reached a certain clout and you go back through your hood, I mean, people are going to want to rob you all the time, whether you rich, famous. I mean,
Right.
But this was, it seemed from what I understand, like a setup, like it was planned.
Of course, it's
Robberies
Sure, they were
aren't
watching
usually,
him.
robberies aren't usually planned in that manner, right? You don't know unless someone tells you, okay, he finna be on this street at this time, or he finna do, you don't know. So unless they was just standing out there waiting for him to drive by. So it's more to it, to the story. I hate to defame the young man, talking about the abuse allegations, but I really want to dive into that a little bit. Now, I'm assuming that these allegations are no longer allegations. Like this is stuff that he was arrested for. Like he had. Oh my goodness.
What happened is what it stemmed from was that his mom was a young mother. Once she had him, she kind of passed him around to, like, he went to different neighbors, different family members, different.
So everybody raised him.
Everybody raised him.
Okay.
And then the mom would pop back in, and she'd have all these lavish things, like she'd have clothes and shoes and stuff like that for him, like material things. But he wanted a relationship with his mother so bad. From what I read, this is what I read, that whatever his mom said, he hung on it. So it started. From what I read, the abuse started when a girl at school liked him, and so to show, of course, that she liked him, she hit him. And so he told his mama, "Well, a girl at school hit me," and the mama said, "Well," he said, "So what should I do?" She said, "Well, if she hits you more than 3 times, you got to do something about it." Now, mama's young. Okay, so he goes to school, and next time the girl hits him, he like strangles her or something, and then it just plateaued from there.
That's crazy. I hear you when you say the mom's young. I was a 16-year-old mom. My son not about to. I can't say what he's not going to do, but I don't think he's gonna.
You know what? It's too location.
Yeah.
Environment.
And I mean, I don't know how this is going to sound. However, I'm far from a rich family. Far from. But there's levels. Like, and there's certain times when I realize that the levels go so low. Sometimes it's unbelievable to me where I feel uncomfortable around my own people because I'm like, wow, this is like real extreme ghetto poverty, like where you can't even fathom, like you know, I mean, so like in your mind, it's like I was 16, I had sense, but then sometimes when you are brought up in that environment, and
that's all they know.
It's crazy. So like I don't know how you break that cycle. True. Like I don't know what you do because it's a whole community.
Right.
I mean, it's
exactly. And then with him being young, and then you kind of you get this niche or you have a gift to rap, and then you get these people, and that's what's like it's bringing you up. So it doesn't matter what you're doing over here in your personal life. These people are there, they're clapping for you, and the more trouble he was getting in, the more they were pumping him up. And I'm like, what in the world is wrong with the society that we live in? Now he has money.
Right.
Now he has money, and he's probably
this mentality
18, 19 years old with money. That's a dangerous thing, y'all.
With nobody to guide.
No guidance.
And,
nobody that has a reasonable voice.
What's that other young rapper from Florida that's in and out of jail?
Shoot, which one?
Right. But he kind of what's his name? The real dark skinned one that got the tattoo on his face. Kodak Black. Like another one that is just seems to have no guidance. Got all this money. Got these hits. I mean, kind of.
And you've got family members and fans, and they're like, free such and such, you know, and you want them to get out. And then I see this picture on the article that I was reading. They have, you should see where they have him buried. It's like this house, mosque thing with his name, with his rap name on the top. And I'm like,
well, they think differently.
Oh my
their generation,
God.
they do things differently. They'll murder you, they'll kill you, and don't think twice about it.
That's scary.
Nothing. Do not care about life at all. Not even their own. And that's scary.
That is really scary. And then he's like, in one of his videos, he's like, oh, if I touched anybody, you know, that's all I wanted to do. If I touched like 5,000, I don't know if he said kids or people. And I'm like, I don't want you touching my child's mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, like,
and his defense. Again, I know nothing about the kid or whatever, but my son, who is actually, you know, a rapper too, and knows this is what he said. My son is actually very level-headed or whatever, and he said he was actually in the process of changing. He was like, he was actually, he said no. He was like, he was actually, she said, he was like, his music, his mentality, he was actually starting to finally come out of that. Like he said, serious, like you can see it with, you know, I guess he has been following him. So yeah, he was like, he was all of that foolishness, he was finally kind of starting to change. So he said it sucks at the timing.
Even in the article, he says that his mom became more like a sister. And then I started looking at the mom's stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see now. It's just like, wow.
But what can be done? That's the thing about it. We can talk about it all day, but it's like,
because you know how many up and coming rappers there are now. I mean, they're
making
10,
money.
11, 12
That's what
years
kills
old.
me. Is like, they have fans and hits, and I'm
they
like,
got
who
older
are
fans
you?
too. I know a lot of people in their 40 and 50 love rap. You know what I mean? They love that raunchy, get down dirty.
You ain't gotta look at me. I'm a thug.
I like rap too. Now I like rap. I like, you know, but I'm not gonna go out there and kill
some of the stuff that he said, I could not believe what I was reading.
Listen, I just Googled it while we were talking, and there was just one site where the guy said, fans, you know, of him, can you please tell me why, you know, I'm just curious on why you're a fan of his with these lyrics. and it was saying something like, I'll strangle you. I mean, it was just a lot.
And you know what is going to be so scary is if I pick up the phone and call my 11-year-old, and if I ask him, who do you know it? He say, yeah, I got him on my Spotify playlist.
Probably.
That is going to scare the crap out of you. So,
do you believe? I'm sorry. Do you believe that the music that they're listening to, that children or that millennials are listening to, causes them to lash out?
Yes.
Or causes them to be violent?
I believe music, whether it causes them to lash out or whatever, however it causes them, music is a big influence in your mood and emotions. It just is. I mean, if you think about the good part of music. Think about some Teddy Pendergrass or some Luther and how that make you feel.
Right.
So on the vice versa, that music
subconsciously,
subconsciously makes you feel some kind of.
I have my wake up good feel good music. You put that on when you want it. Like I have a whole list of just feel good music. So if you have feel good music, you got
exactly.
That you don't
and I don't smoke weed, but I can listen to. No, I don't. I don't smoke weed. I'm a start smoking weed.
Wait, no, you got to talk about that cannabis oil.
Right.
But
I don't smoke weed, but I might listen to some Lil Wayne or some UGK or something and be like, I want to roll a blunt. Somebody, but subconsciously, I'm just feeling like, why do I want to smoke a blunt right now? I know that sounds crazy.
No, it doesn't.
I
wouldn't listen to Eminem when I used to take my kids to school back when he was high because his music is so angry. So anytime it come on, I'm like, no, I have to go to school with this energy.
Exactly.
He's killing his girlfriend, putting her in a trunk and all this. I like Eminem, but I would not listen to that with my kids in the car because that.
Oh, but I did. I guess that's the young part of me. I'm gonna have to blame that on the young mom. But my son, I wanted to enter into the music business growing up, and I understood how music make you feel and that it affects your emotions, and that is what I taught my child. I made sure I explained to him, this is just music. These people really don't live like this. Enjoy the music. I mean, enjoy the good sound. And what I do have, the product that I have now is a 22-year-old who just has a great appreciation for music. So luckily he didn't allow music to affect him that way, but he can listen to Eminem and he exactly, because he understands. But a lot of people don't understand that and don't instill that in their
especially
children.
If you have children that are going through whatever this young man is going through,
because now
they're gonna be like they relate,
so
now they're gonna want to do what he does. He can abuse his girlfriend,
and especially
and
when
get away with it.
That part.
So why can't I?
That part.
So it just all ties into the disrespectfulness and do you feel to your children's music and what your kids are listening to and how that's affecting their brain. So thank you guys for listening to that and just I really wanted to talk about that because it was really something that affected me, and especially how he lived in the street and he died by the street, unfortunately. So anyway, that's it for this segment. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back. Come back and see us again. We have a special guest. You don't want to miss it. See you soon.